The next law says that if someone's in an unclean place, whether it's a restroom or a bathhouse, and that person sees someone else doing something that's forbidden, it's actually allowed to warn him and rebuke him in this unclean place, even though it's not allowed to speak there, as we've discussed in previous laws. If the person refuses to listen, it's allowed to explain to him why it's forbidden until that person agrees to correct his behavior. There are different opinions on how this rebuke should be done and how certain expressions should not be used. For example, the HaShem says that it's not allowed to use the expression, "it's forbidden to do that." Since that's the type of language that the Torah usually uses itself, it's considered a form of Torah study. Instead, the proper way would be to use an expression like, "don't do that" or "stop doing that." Other poskim say that it's permitted to tell him or warn him in whatever way they see fit. Now, if someone is in a restroom and they get caught with unclean, impure thoughts, which unfortunately is very common, since restrooms are usually unclean, not only physically, but also spiritually as well, in this case he's allowed to think about Torah topics to get rid of these thoughts. The location that someone uses to study is also very important. It shouldn't be next to or near the restroom, besides the odors and impurities that come from there, in which case they would have to stop and interrupt their studies. If someone's in there and they can hear the Torah conversations that are happening outside, it tends to be a little problematic. So it's very important to keep this in mind, especially when constructing a synagogue or a yeshiva. In the event that someone needs a restroom, and when he's in there he can hear the Torah conversations that are happening outside, the law actually says that this person is allowed to stay in there. Even though there isn't much he can do at the moment, he should still try and not pay attention to the conversations that he hears. Instead, he should concentrate on other things like business or other secular subjects. And if that's not possible for whatever reason, he can either use his hands to cover his ears, or he could just use a different restroom if that's available. The Torah tells us, as we've just learned, that a person isn't responsible for things that he can't avoid, but he should still try to take the necessary steps, if possible, to do whatever he can to avoid it.